This year we're celebrating the 40 years of the Transformers, and now let's take a look at the brand new studio series, Optimus Prime from Hasbro. And this is a fantastic looking figure, and it's got all the accessories, and this is, I think, by far the best looking Optimus Prime figure out there that's been released, and I can't wait to get my hands on this one. So this particular toy will be available in November of this year, so stay tuned for that one, guys. It's gonna be a smash. This toy is loaded with lots of details and accessories, got the rollers, and its truck mode is fantastic. It's got his gun, it's got his axe and everything. I mean, it's fantastic all around. Can't wait for this one, guys. And now let's get to the review of the Studio Series Arcee. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back with more Transformer toys. And today I finally got the Studio Series 1986 movie Transformers the movie Arcee. So here we have Arcee as she appeared in the Transformers the movie from 1986, and this is the latest Studio Series variant, and this is the classic Arcee. I mean, I just love the classic Arcee, and I just got this today in the mail. It is exciting. I was actually expecting it to be a lot larger than this, but it's actually pretty small, medium size, and this is a deluxe class Studio Series model toy. I mean, this is an absolute gem. I mean, this is the classic Transformers G1 versions, and yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at her at the side of the box over here. Very nice picture there, and there's the back of the box. So we've got a display inside the box for the figure, and this figure has 18 steps of transformation. This is from the Battle of the Autobot City version. Okay, so there's Arcee. You can see there in that very stunning pose there, and of course that very beautiful pink and white car mode that she transformed into. That's fantastic. And as you all know, I've also reviewed my first Arcee figure from last time, from about a week ago. So there she is. This is the Bravo series version of Arcee, a small version that has 11 steps of transformation. So we'll be comparing both of them together, even though they are very similar, even though this is not an exact version from the 1986 movie, but she does have the basic shape, colors, even the details, even the shape of the car is more or less the same as on the 1986 version of this movie. Without further ado, let's get right on to the review. Alright, so we got Arcee out of the box and all fully displayed up, and this is an absolute fantastic model. I mean, I've been fiddling around with it for nearly a minute, and it's absolutely amazing. I love the articulation on this one compared, I mean, it's a lot better, 100% better than the smaller Bravo version. I mean, look at the legs, the arms, the body, everything is all articulated. Except there's a couple of little things there that may not be too articulated. It's in the hands. Now we'll get to that in a minute. So apart from that, so we got our instructions right here, a very nice booklet instruction right here that tells you all the instruction steps on how to transform from robot to vehicle mode. So that's pretty good. Of course, as usual, we have a white piece of paper here that's got all the nooks and crannies and whatnot, so we don't really need that. So we need to focus on this one. Very nice. I love the display on this. So we can just take Arcee right here, as you can see. Okay, we're just gonna clear this up just a little. There we go. Now I like the color on this one. This is a lighter pink. This is the original color that she carried, the original G1 colors. Now unlike the Bravo series version, as you can see, there is a very big major difference in color. This one's got a more darker pink, even though the head sculpt are very, very similar, except that her lips on the Bravo is not painted. There's no red lipstick right there. It's just the blue eyes, and there's hardly any expression there. So, but this one is a budget figure, and this one is a more collector's based articulated figure, and this is a absolute jam. There's the back. That's the vehicle mode that's been tucked away behind her back. It's almost like a backpack right there. Even though Hasbro and slash Takara Tomy has done their very best to make sure that we get the robot mode perfect here, even though we got this the big chunk of a car right here. This is actually the front part of the hood of the car. It's almost like half of the car. It's right here, right at the back. So that's really interesting. And there's a lot of posability. The head is articulated. You can turn it around. Goes up all the way, goes down. Now there's an expression. There's a smiley expression right there. That's very nice. I really like it when Hasbro adds some lip details, and the blue on her eyes looks a lot striking, a lot clearer. Looks like it's glowing. And we got our Autobot symbol right there on her chest. Now the one thing that I noted that is not articulated is in her hands. Now her hands right here, right at the, right over here, this joint here, there is no joint for articulation. So literally we've only got a swivel at the elbows. That's all we've got. And you can turn her arms around right here from this joint here up from where the shoulder is. Ball joint shoulders, both sides are the same. And of course we got a blaster gun. Very, very nice. Even though on mine there's a little excess plastic sticking out there, a little QC issue, which is very common on these toys. So, and her legs, as usual, we got swivel at just above the knees, and there's her feet. Now her feet, I'm not sure whether, oh yes, you can do that. There we go. So I think, no, I don't think that's necessary, because that looks like her feet is kind of lopsided in that way, but I don't think that's part of the gimmicky, function thingy. But nonetheless, I think that's part of the transformation feature. So we got some pink here, light gray for the torso. Very interesting. And of course we've got a little joint here, so she can bend down right here, right at the torso. That's pretty good. This figure is roughly about 7 inches tall. Yeah, it's roughly 7 inches tall. And this is an absolute gem. And the display base is Autobot City. Okay. Very typical Studio Series base. We got the name of the movie right there. That classic Transformers the movie logo. And of course, authentic Transformers logo right at the bottom right corner. Got the band there, the Transformers band, the red band right here, as we all see on the Studio Series over the years. And this is actually my very first Studio Series model, and it's fantastic. I mean, this is absolutely brilliant. And by the way, this is an eco-friendly packaging, eco-friendly background base. It's quality. It's not too cheapy or shabby. So it's, I mean, this is an absolute win. I really like this model. I really like it. This is an absolute win. It will look fantastic in my display shelf. I mean, look at that. That's fantastic. Now, one little thing I like to point out, guys, that her gun can be stored on the side of her legs. If you remove the gun, let's just get Arcee's arms out of the way, just like that, okay? Now, her guns actually fit right here. This side slot here actually goes in like this. So it looks like she is carrying her gun in a holster or something. So there you go. That's how she carries a weapon. So you can actually store it there if you don't want her to be carrying a gun in her hands around. So that's pretty cool. And you can put her hands like that, as though she's going to grab the gun out of her legs. Now let's move on to the transformation of this figure. So now transform Arcee, we just take her gun out. Let's just put it one side. Now the first thing we have to do is to tilt her head down. Okay. And all this pops out. And we bring the front of the car, this entire section here, just gonna have to pull it up. Okay. And now our head will swivel in. It will just, turn straight in, and all this will pop the front of the car the front part of the hood will just pop straight in like that. Okay. And now the next step we're gonna have to do is to grab Arcee's arms and fold them straight in to the front of the car, just like that. And grab the other arm, same thing. Now those hands will have to go straight into that slot, just like that. Okay. And now the next thing we have to do is to grab her torso, this bottom section here, twist it around. Just twist it around like that. Okay. And then we flip the car around like this, and then we grab her legs, this entire section here, and switch it over like that. Okay. Now this is the back of the car. We're just gonna have to this piece right here, we have to open it like this, and same goes for the other side. All right, just like that. And then the next thing we have to do, flip this car around. Now this piece right here in the middle, we're gonna have to flip it up. Second. All right, there we go. Okay. And this entire piece swings over, and then these two pieces come out, and then these two pieces come straight out like this, and this back portion of the car will come around, and it will clip in place like that. And we grab, and these side door panels here, you see that hinge there, that will go straight in to her shoulders, to the joint right there. So they're gonna have to clip straight in. But we have to make sure that all of this is aligned perfectly. Make sure it goes straight in. There we go. If you hear that click sound, that means it's gone straight in. There you can see that piece is in and that piece is in. So we're good to go. It's not perfectly lined, but we'll get to that later. So the next step, we'll flip this car around just like this. Grab the back legs. Okay. Flip it around. Now at the knees, like this, and her legs goes in like this. Her foot folds in just like that. Okay. And now we swing this entire section to the front, but you gotta make sure that these two pieces here, these two connectors, they will fit in right into this slot right here. So we gotta make sure that they line inside, but the best way to do this is to do one leg at a time, just to get it all to go in. There we go. Just like that. So now we got the car. And there we have it. There's Arcee, fully transformed up into her Cybertronian car. Very, very nice. You don't really see her robot mode underneath so much because her head is all hidden away. Her arms are hidden. But you can see her legs, even though it is completely transformed up, so they look like gears and whatnot under the car. So the next thing, we grab her accessory gun and we will put it right into that little slot right here. Just like that. So there you have it. There's Arcee in her car mode. Very, very nice. Love the colors. There's the big Autobot logo right there. Love the windscreen. Clear, transparent windscreen this time. We've got the two seats there. We've got control panels for the car. And we love this nice shape right here. The sharp looking, looks like a very retro looking car. Look, I mean, Arcee, literally, the design of this car, it really looks like a retro car from the future. And there's the back tail light. Very, very nice. Even though we still have a little seam showing through here. This part here is not so perfect, so it takes a few wriggling around just to get that to close in. But that's okay. But this side is actually not too bad. And there you go. So we can actually put her here. Just like that. Very, very nice. Absolutely fantastic. Now if you compare both cars, now this is the Bravo series and then this is the Studio series, you can clearly tell there's a very big major difference between the two. Even the shape of the car looks, on the Bravo version, looks a lot different than the 1986 variant. I mean, this is the classic G1 version, and this one is based off solely of the 86 version. So there's a lot of slight difference in detail and shapes, even though they captured the look of the car. Both cars are very nice in its own way. I just don't really like the color on the Bravo version. I mean, this is the budget Transformer toy, and it's got very limited color. I mean, I really wish that they gave this a lighter pink rather than a darker pink. That's the only setback from this version. And you can clearly tell, you could clearly see her robot mode clearly underneath, tucked away under. So it's still a nice little car. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a good one, even though the color is slightly darker. And as for the Studio 86 Arcee, this one is a banger. I think this one is the all-time favorite. This is the best one. If I were you guys, if you like to get your hands on Arcee, clearly recommend you guys to get the 1986 variant. This is the best one out of the entire lot. Very, very nice. I really like that transparent windscreen and the retro, really sharp, sleek looking shape of the car. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is a very nice looking car. It is a very nice Arcee. So, and now let's transform this back to robot mode. Now the first thing to do, okay, flip the car around as usual. Take her legs, fold it out, alright? And then grab her legs, flip it around, just like that. Okay. Now we need to grab this entire section, flip her entire pelvis and legs forward, and then grab the back end of the car. Okay, so now all this is gonna have to take all this piece out, just like this. Now I find this a lot easier. According to the instructions, you have to fold this piece in like this and fold it over, but I don't think that is the best way to do this. So I think the best way to fold up the entire section is to fold this piece up like this, and then move the door handle, the door pieces to the side like this, just like that. And then we take this piece right here, the back end of the car, the taillight section, fold it in, and this part we fold in. Alright, so now this entire section here is complete. Okay, and now we go to the front. We grab Arcee's leg, we turn the pelvis, the pelvic area around. Okay, this piece here, we just twist it around. Now we grab her arms, we just flip her arms out. I mean, this is a lot faster if we do it like this. And we take her head, the headpiece, okay, flip it around just like that. Just make sure it's all clear from the rest of the car. And now we take the back end of the car that's resting on those hinges at the back here, we pull it down, and then her head will slide down. Now we have an exposed torso. Now we have to make sure that all this folds in. So all this has to go in like that. And now Arcee's chest can rest down like this. Her head pushed in. Let's just adjust her head properly. There's her arms, all nicely done. And now we grab her knees to the front, her feet, straighten it out, and there we go. And she's good to go. And there's Arcee, transformed from car to robot mode. Fantastic. And now let's put her accessory gun back on her hand. And there you go. This is a very lovely figure of Arcee. I would recommend this figure 100% for you guys. And please do get one for yourself if you're into Transformers. I would highly recommend it. And if you like today's video, guys, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Transformer videos, because I got another video coming to you soon. And I'll see you guys again next time. See you around, guys. Cheers. Have a great day.
Come on, Arcee, let's go!
But Hot Rod and Cup are still outside the city.
We can't wait. They'll have to take care of themselves. Come on!